Hi guys, James here, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video guys, I'm going to be sitting down and playing with my Made by Mitchell Color Cake. Now this is a cream eyeshadow based palette, really pretty. I have used it once before. I did try to film with it, but I just didn't really like how the video turned out, so I scrapped that video, and today we are going to be playing with this palette again. Now, I absolutely fell in love with this formula out of this palette. I will put a photo up of the look that I did before using this palette. It turned out amazing. I only used two shades, which is these two here, and they are in the shade Keep It Real, or Keep It Teal, sorry, and Blue Jam. The formula is just so easy to use, and I'm so happy with it. Now, I'm only going to do one eye on camera because I want to actually film the other one on my phone for a TikTok video. And I really want to try and do more of those videos because I want to actually do the makeup process on camera on my TikToks. And of course I've got a police siren going past. Alright, like I was saying, I really want to try and film more actual makeup tutorials on my TikTok and also for my YouTube shorts of me just doing the actual eye on camera, because a lot of them I just do transition videos where no makeup and then makeup with the full glam done. But I kind of want to show you how I do the process as well on my YouTube shorts and my TikToks. So that is today's video. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And also hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a brand new video. With that guys, let's get straight into it. I am planning on playing with these two pinks. This one here, it's like a pink purple, and then this one here. So those two shades are Fewshia and then Hush. So we're going to start with the dark shade Fewshia, which is this one here. And I do have these packing brushes. I found these are the best type of brushes to use. Now, I actually forgot. I do have this little spatula to pull out some of the product out, and then you actually warm it up on the back of your hand or a palette in front of you. Now, I don't have a palette, and I forgot to get my plate. Last time I just used it on a plate. So I'm going to quickly go off camera and get my plate, and then I'll come back and we can get straight into the video. Alright guys, I am back. I've got my plate, and what you do is you get this little spatula which comes with the actual makeup palette, and you just pick up a little bit of product with the spatula. No more than this. Like, this is all you need for one eye. You might only need this for two eyes because a little does go a long way. And what you do is you just warm it up on the palette or the plate in my case, and it actually activates kind of the formula. It makes it easier, creamier, and it's just, I don't know, it just works that way. So that's what we do. We're just warming it up, and then we scrape the rest of that off so we can use all of it. This is quite an expensive palette. I think it's about maybe $80 Australian. I did buy it from Beauty Bay's website, and I'm really happy I did. It's been sitting next to me for close to 2 months. I haven't reached for it. I don't know why I waited so long. I wish I hadn't, because I absolutely fall in love with the palette. Now, before I continue, I do actually put the lid back onto this, so this palette doesn't actually dry out, and just you play with what's on my plate. Because like I said, it is quite expensive, and you don't want it to all go to waste. Alright, so we've got a little bit of product here, and we're just going to apply it onto the outer edge. This is very pigmented and very, very easy to use. And the good thing is you don't actually have to set it with a powder. I thought I would have to set it with like a matte eyeshadow palette powder, but you don't. You don't need to set it. It's self-setting and it's great. Now for the look, I'm not actually doing anything too creative with the eyes. I'm just doing the same shape that I normally do. But I just wanted to show you on camera how easy it is to work with this palette. I'm only going to use two colors out of it. You do have a white shade in here, so you can actually mix and match the shade. You can lighten it up, you can darken it, you can mix some of the shades together to make your own unique colors, which is great, especially for like creative people and drag queens. This palette is definitely aimed for them, and I absolutely love that. Now, the closest thing I would say this palette, in my opinion, is probably the P.Louise eyeshadow bases, the colourful ones, or the Beauty Creations colourful bases as well. I've tried the P.Louise and the Beauty Creations, but I actually like this formula better, just because it is self-setting and you get all of them in one palette. The P.Louise and the Beauty Creation bases are all individual. I love that this comes in a palette, and you can just travel with this one palette. You don't need all the bases if you're traveling to do a creative look with. Also, it's a lot more affordable. I think the Beauty Curations, to get all the colours shipped to you, is probably about $130, $140 Australian. And the P.Louise bases, they retail for I think $22, $24 Australian each. And for 10 shades, which is what this palette has, it would cost me almost $250 just for those shades. And that doesn't come with the convenience of all the shades in one palette, which is amazing and a lot easier to travel with. So I think for convenience and price point wise, the Made by Mitchell color case is more affordable, in my opinion. I am based here in Australia, the most isolated city in the world, so the shipping does come into effect with those prices. The beauty-based shipping is, I think, at $30 Australian, which is not too bad, because some of the shipping prices I've had to pay for makeup are up to $80 Australian, so it's not too bad, and you don't have to wait too long for the actual items to arrive, which is great. Oh, I'm really happy with how pigmented that is. I'm just looking in the viewfinder so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now I'm just going to try and round this out a little bit more, because you can actually blend it out. I think I might need a smaller brush for that. We'll go in with a smaller brush because I just want this a bit more, not so straight. I want it to be a bit more rounded. I'm just carving out the initial shape and then filling it in as I go. And these would make great products to carve out a crease if you're doing a really creative look. And you can use these in your waterlines and as eyeliner, and they are just phenomenal. Very nice. Alright guys, I'm back and I'm happy with where we are. So now we're going to go into the next shade, and that is the lighter pink, which is the shade Hush. And I'm just going to go in with my little spatula and pick out a little bit of this product, just like that. And we are going to blend it out onto my plate in front of me like I did last time, just mixing it up with a little spatula. I love that this case does come with a spatula as well. Also, the spatula is double-sided. I just want to mention it does have a brush on one end, but I don't want to use that just because I feel like I'm going to be transferring the product onto my hand when I'm using the spatula. I would mention that if you left this at home, it would be kind of annoying. I wish this would actually fit into the case itself. Maybe if there was like a little side spot where you could put this in to travel with, or if it actually fit into the product itself. But that's just something I wanted to mention. It's not like a huge thing, but you know, it's one of those things you have to remember. But anyway, let's continue. I'm going to go in with a clean brush. This is the Hank & Henry little flat brush. I'm just going to go in with the product, pick a little bit up, and we are just going to apply that in the inner corner of my eye. I probably wish it was a little bit lighter. I could have just lightened up with the white shade to make it more of a pastel pink, but I can do that in a future video. For now, I just really wanted to show you what the actual shades are in the palette itself without having to mix anything. But in another video, I will lighten up some of the shades with the white and see how easy it is to custom your shades, how easy it is to mix all the shades together. But for now, we're just going to use these two. I do like the way it's looking. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit lighter, but I'm still happy with the actual pigment of this shade called Hush. And look how easy that was to lay down.
So pretty.
Alright, I'm happy with that. Now we are going to try and blend these two shadows together to try and get a seamless blend. Now, when I use matte shades, where I usually blend those two shades together, I put a shimmer on top, so it's a little easier to hide those two shades where they meet. But today I don't think I'll put a shimmer on, so I am trying to get a seamless blend. We're just tapping that in, and then we're going to go back into the darker shade and we're going to blend those two again. So we'll pick up some of that darker purple now, and we're just going to try and blend these two shades out ever so slightly. Oh, that is actually working quite nicely. Oh, that's blended out really nicely. I'm loving that. How easy was that to blend? That's basically all blended. I'm really happy with the way that's looking. Alright, happy with that. let's do the bottom lash line. Same colors. We're going to put black in the waterline. We're going to put a lash on, and then I'm going to go off camera and do the other eye. And I might do some creative stuff as well off camera to do like almost a Halloween look as well. But before we do that, let me do my bottom lash line. So I'm going to go in with a smaller little packing brush. Oh, this has powder on it. Okay, we're just going to knock some of that powder off. Just this little packing brush here, and we're going to go in with the same shade. I do need a little bit more of that dark purple because it's starting to run out. So just picking up a little bit of product at a time. We don't want to pick up too much product because, like I said, it's quite expensive and you don't need it. If you don't need it, why are you going to put too much product up? So you can always just go back in with a little spatula, pick up a little bit more product if you need to. Now you could probably pick up the product with the brush into the pan itself, but I just feel like you might be mixing some of the shades together, and you don't also really want to do that because it can be a little unsanitary. So I'm just always going to blend it out on a plate or a palette in front of me, but it's each their own, you know. I just like to do it that way, but like I said, it's each their own. And we're just going to apply this on the bottom lash line with this brush. We're kind of stamping it along and blending as we go. Now you can use these in your waterline, but today I want to use a black in the waterline because I like the way it makes the brighter colors pop. I don't have a black in this palette. There is another color case that has a black shade in it, which I will probably eventually get because I do like those shades in that palette as well. But I thought I would pick up the colorful one first and see if I like it. And then if I do, I can always buy the other one. Just because, like I said, these are quite expensive. So I wanted to see if I actually like the formula before I commit and buy all of the palettes. But I probably will because I actually really do love how easy it is to use. I mean, look how quick that was to apply. All right, happy with that. And now we're just going to go in with the lighter pink in the inner corner of the bottom lash line. And I always do it for this base because I'm concentrating so much. So forget the faces I pull. I think everyone does this. I don't know about this brush. I might use another one. Let's try this one. Might be a bit better. Yeah, that's better. A more pointed one. Oh, I'm loving how pretty that is. Okay, that is basically the eye look done. Let me just put a little black in the waterline. We'll probably have to reapply this before the end of this video, just because it does seem to go away, but I do like this formula. Oh, I really love how that makes the colours pop. This is the DB Cosmetics Eyeliner Duo. So you do have like a champagne shade shimmer, and then you have the black. I love the black out of this. And the shimmer is good too, but the black is the one I use a lot. Alright guys, so I was going to put a lash on, but I think I'll do the other eye first, put the lashes on, and I'll come back and show you the final result. I know it's a little bit of a different video where I go off camera and do the other eye. Normally I do both eyes, but I just really want to focus on filming tutorials for my YouTube Shorts and my TikTok, so I hope you understand, but I will come back and I'll show you the final result in a minute. Alright guys, I am back and the eyes are done. So this is the final look and I really love the way it turned out. So I did some gemstones on the outside and also kind of veins coming out of the eye look that I created, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. I did some black gems, I did some nice fluffy lashes, black waterline, and then for the lips I just did a lip liner, ombre it out and then put a lip gloss on. And then I also did put a little bit of a highlighter in the inner corner on the brow bone and then on the cheeks as well. And yeah, like I said, I really love the way this look turned out. I love this case. This case is one of my favorite cases to use. It's so versatile. I can't wait to mix and match a lot of these colors and create my own colors to play with in the future. but I definitely do want to buy his other ones because this formula is amazing. As you can see, very pigmented, very easy. You don't have to set your eyes. I've got hooded eyes and you don't have to set them. They don't transfer, they don't flake off or anything like that. So I would highly recommend picking up one of these if you are a creative person like me. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I know it's a little different with me going off camera and finishing off the look, but I just really wanted to try and focus on my TikTok as well. And now I will put my TikTok video up playing for you guys while I finish this video, just so you guys can see what I did and how I created this final look. So you guys don't feel like you missed out on anything, because I know it was a very, very short video and I haven't done any long form content in a while, but I really want to try and focus on TikTok and my YouTube at the same time, because I don't have very much time to do separate looks and edit everything and everything like that. So I try to do it all in one, and I hope you guys are okay with that. And if you did like my video, please give it a thumbs up, because that really does help me out. And also leave a comment down below if you've got any questions on this product. I will list all the other items that I used for my base and everything like that in the description down below. I always do, just in case you had any questions on what I use for my base. But with that guys, I'm gonna go and have something to eat because it is almost lunchtime and I'm hungry. So I will see you in the next one. All my love. Bye.